Okay, we have a client who's asked the question whether or not the HPC 1200 PCH is going to cut the Yale RN11 key blank in either a GA through GH keyway. So rather than just say yes or no, because I don't know, allow me to show you how I would determine that answer. Obviously, calling the factory is a way to do that. Knowing where to find the information is the better way to go for many reasons. So what I end up doing with HPC is I look at their depth and spacing charts. They have two files, a series of depth and spacing charts arranged by code card number, I think, and then alphabetically. So the client wants to know, their 1200 PCH, HPC makes a punch machine. If you have an HPC key machine, it's probably the Blitz. Is probably what it is. The, two wheels, the whole 9 yards. Every lock shop, I think, has one of those. I know that we do. We're not a lock shop, but it's such an important tool that you have one. When it comes to punching, I don't have a need to punch many different manufacturers' keys, so I don't have that punch machine. I own punch machines. I own a Blue Punch by ProLock that can do Schlage, a Blue Punch by ProLock that can do A2 small format. I have a A1 clipper that can do interchangeable core. Right when about a half a year after they got after A1 just fell off the face of the earth, I was able to find one still in stock. I haven't found one for doing just Schlage. They're just too valuable. That little hand clipper, the hand punch, which was a very nice tool because it was so portable. It could go right into my carry bag, right to the door, cut a key real quick. There you go. So let's dive into it. This involves looking at some resources, but first let's decode what Yale RN11 means. Let's switch to the screen view now. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. So will the 1200 PCH, is that going to cut a RN11 GA through GH key? So let's dispel what RN11 means first. So in my website, if you find the word manufacturers, click on that, and then find Yale. It's alphabetical. And then we're going to pull up the catalog, the product catalog, and we'll open that up. And then we're going to search for, well, we'll search for RN11. I don't know that we'll easily find it, but we might. Control F. Okay, yeah, sure. So RN11 does come up. It comes up a couple of times. So we're in real good shape. And actually, this is the page I wanted to find. So R is the bow style. RFA, you get the concept. Standard bow. This is considered a control key. This shape. So if you're doing interchangeable core and you have control keys, this would be a standard bow. It's easier to see what it is you're dealing with. This is the security bow. Yale has a platform of security keyway, and that would be the standard bow. So RF or A is what you're dealing with. N means nickel silver. The key blanks are going to be nickel silver. It used to be called German silver 120 years ago. A very durable base material, certainly more durable than brass. Be mindful that you want to mate the base material of your key blanks to your pins. You don't want to use different, you don't want to have them disparate. All right, let's continue to move through. 11, basic model number. That means it's a 6-pin key blank. It is a standard bow, nickel silver, 6-pin blank. It's standard material. Key section, see page 18. Let's do that. GA through GH is what the client was saying. So the G family is a multiplex structure of 8 keyways. GA, GH, GB, so on. These are cylinders and key blanks. These are what they call multi-section key blanks, and this is an all-section blank. Basically, these are only blanks, and they've been milled in such a way that the GAH will pass through the GA and the GH, and you get the idea. Okay, so that's what the client's looking to make sure will work. Now, how do we go about, now that we've defined the key blank, which is fun, let's do this. Back to that manufacturer's page, anywhere you find it. And then let's pull up the HPC catalog. HPC, there it is. Now, on this manufacturer's page, depth and spacing data by number, which I don't know what the number is, by manufacturer. So let's do that. Let's type in Yale. And a small amount of understanding of what needs to occur here, needs to be understood. 0.15 increment, that refers to Yale being a two-step system, which in this system it is. We know that we're dealing with I know that this client is asking about a two-step system, probably a 10 depth two-step system. So I know that this is so far so good. There is a punch card for it, PCH 14. But let's look through the rest of the material. 0.25 increment, that would be a single step. It's still a PCH 14, which is interesting to me because I would expect it to be a different card. That card must have increment indicators for both systems. But let's cycle through. Yale 3300 renter, I don't know what that is. Renter, padlock, guard. I don't know what many of these things are, but I know enough to say, it's probably not what we're dealing with. Yale cylinder. Well, it takes a PCH 14. Yale cylinder 2 takes the same card. Yale disc, we're not dealing with discs. Flat steel, definitely not. That'd be used in a safe deposit box sort of situation. Flat steel. Flat steel, flat steel, flat steel, flat steel. L and F, I don't know what that means. It means something. Yale large pin. Well, this could be it as well, but it's a PCH 14, so we're good. 0.019 increment. No, we're not dealing with that. Same card anyway. Large pin non-IC. Yeah, this would probably be it. PCH 14. Same card number. Small pin. This is not a small pin. As far as I know, you can find a mortise cylinder that would be like a 3/4 diameter, I believe, what they would call a peanut cylinder. You would see them in mid-20th century aluminum storefront. That takes a different card, but we're not dealing with Yale small pin. Euro 1, let's ignore it. Euro 2, Euro 3, Euro 4, 5, 7, 8. Yale Rolls-Royce. Nope. And we've gone through 35 of the matches. So, what data we have is a PCH 14, and that's going to be the argument of what card I would end up using. PCH 14 replacement punch and die for the PCH 12 for large standard material. Okay. So what I was looking at that entire time was the jaw set. And it turns out that there is not a punch card for this at all. I should have been looking here. So the answer is no. The answer is no. There is not a punch card for that Yale material. They have a jaw set that'll hold it, but that PCH 14 will likely hold lots of different items. So in this instance, I am not familiar with any punch machine that will do this. So in this instance, I would cut that key. I'd originate that key on either my Blitz, which there is a code card for, which is the CMK 57. Okay, so there is a code card for it, for the Blitz machine, or I would use another tool like a Fromen. If you had the depth and spacing data, you'd be able to create that for yourself as well. And we do have access to the depth and spacing data, and it's right here. You've got your spacing, and you've got your depths. So all that data is actually here. So you could, with this data, cut that key on your Fromen 5 or 9, whatever it is. I own it. I just don't recall the part number. So the answer is no. As far as I see, there is no card for the PCH 1200 machine for cutting an RN11 in a G family key blank. Let's wrap up this video on camera. If you've not hit subscribe yet, we would very much appreciate if you did, and hopefully you're enjoying this video. Now, let's get back to it. Sorry about that going sideways for a moment. I thought I was looking at the card, not the die set. But it does make sense that now that I think of it, because that PCH 14 came up with 15 thousandths increment, 25 thousandths increment, 29 thousandths. And in order for that to work, and that's the depths. That's like the difference between a 2 and a 3 cut, whether it be 15 thousandths, 25, or 29 thousandths. And that would be a lot of lines on that code card. So every depth would have 3 different, well, not every depth, but some depths would have, for sure, more than half of the depths would have 3 lines on them. If it was 0 to 6 or 1 to 6 or 0 to 5, whatever those depths are in a single step Yale. And then you'd have maybe 0 to 10 or even 11, I don't recall, where you'd have you'd have 1 line for all of those. And it would be understood, I think, that the spacing would be the same. So, you know, you'd have lots of little lines on your code card. So I apologize for going sideways. But at the end of the day, we did discover the logic by which I go through. And if I can't figure it out, if I can't find the answer, yeah, I'm going to have to call HPC or send them an email if it's an HPC question. If you call Yale and ask if there's a code card for HPC for cutting their key blanks, they'll say, occasionally they'll know, and they'll tell you the answer, but most of the time it's like you'd have to talk to HPC because the people there in tech support or key records management, they don't ever need to research that. They're a factory that will cut those keys for you. They've got the tools, so you'd send them the order. Anyway, hope not to have beleaguered too much of your time, but there's the answer and the way in which I would find it. Thank you. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.